Well, good evening, everyone. It's Mr. Sunshine coming to you live right here. The calm before the storm. That's right. We've got Hurricane Isaias coming to town. And as we're going to pan around here, show you exactly what's going on here, this is how it goes. All right. You know what? We can sit out here as a Floridian. We know hurricanes better than anybody. Okay. We know what it's like to endure. We know the hardships. We know everything that goes with it. Well, let me tell you something, how it's going to go down right now, okay? This is what we're looking at. Schrader, let me tell you something, Schrader. As we're sitting here right now, this is Palm Beach, all right? We've got a beautiful evening tonight. You look at this. We got a moon up there. We've got people sitting down on the beach. We're enjoying it. You can see the beautiful waves coming in as we're coming in here to sunset. And as you can see it right now, this is how it's going to go down. Well, you know what? As we do each hurricane season, Mr. Sunshine comes out here and brings it out here. Let me tell you what's going on. We're talking about Hurricane, I think it's Isaias or something like that. Well, we're talking about 80 miles an hour winds. As a matter of fact, it turned west. We're going to get a direct hit here, all right? So right now, all right, Friday night, we got another between the next 24 to 48 hours, things are going to start to deteriorate, all right? The weather's going to start changing. We're going to be getting it. As a matter of fact, you're going to be right here, okay? It's going to be coming a direct hit right here to sunny South Florida. Well, let me tell you something. We could sit here and talk about the Weather Channel. We could sit here and talk about Jim Cantori and all of that. I met him. He was down here. I did a video with him. We did an interview with him with the Weather Channel, a couple of other news weathers throughout the years of being down here in Hurricane. I was here at the 2003 hurricane, all right, and we've been enduring it ever since. So, you know, as we sit out here right now as the calm before the storm, get a load of it. We got people out here walking their dogs around. We got people out here on the beach. As a matter of fact, you're getting the opportunity to see it right now. It's just like another evening. It's Friday night, huh? Mr. Sunshine, you know what? That's right. You know, Craig, Eddy, you and I, Craig, you're living down here on South Ocean Boulevard, all right? You've been enduring the weather, the hurricanes over the years. We've been through it all right? As a matter of fact, over at Walmart, all right, they were lined up. People were getting gas. It's like the end of the world, all right? Well, let me tell you something. Oh, yours truly, old Methuselah, all right, where Jim Cantor's standing out there with an umbrella trying to blow the wind. He gonna be like this. I've seen him before. He goes like this. Oh, the wind is really blowing. And then you got two guys walking behind you just like that, okay? We don't do that. We bring it to you live, all right? We're not here to ad-lib. We're not here to make it look like we're gonna be standing here like this sideways. Oh, look at the wind blowing in. Well, you know what? We're gonna get some wind, all right? I'm not here to sugarcoat it. I'm not here to tell you everything's going to be a bed of roses. All right, now, let's talk about what's going on here right now. All right, let's talk about this. As a matter of fact, if you're looking up there right now, you're seeing hurricane shutters are already down. These people are going to ride out the storm right here, direct ocean front. They got their windows open looking inside that beautiful room up there. You get a load of the one up there. They're sitting out on the porch right now. You see that? They're sitting out there, easing on in, getting ready for the impending storm. Well, let me tell you something. We could sit here and talk about it. Amber Knoll, look at this. You want to talk about it? There it is. Beautiful moon. Look at the beautiful sky. Let's talk about palm trees. Let's talk about all the goodness here. Okay, as a matter of fact, you can see over there, they put most of the stuff away. They have the battening down the hatches. We're going to get some high winds. It may be gusts up to 80, 85 miles an hour. We don't know, but you know what? This isn't our first rodeo. All right, look at this. Everybody's out riding their bicycles today. Everybody's enjoying life to its fullest. Well, let me tell you something. Mr. Sunshine, not one to disappoint. we're going to be ready all weekend long. Okay, we're going to be out here. We're going to be bringing it to you as week happens. When it comes ashore, we'll be here filming it. All right, if I have to tie myself, we may bring a strap and tie ourselves to this pole, but we will be going live, all right, as we've done over the last several years of the hurricanes that came in here. We had some pretty heavy ones. We will be bringing it to you as only Mr. Sunshine can. And I'm not going to come out here looking like some hillbilly Jim. I'm not going to come out here like some Jethro Bodine or anything like that. We're going to be bringing it to you as I bring it to you each and every day, all right? I'm going to stand out here looking as only I can look, styling and profiling, because God forbid that hurricane takes down Mr. Sunshine, all right? It's going to be a weekend extravaganza, all right? We're talking about Mr. Sunshine, Hurricane Isaias over there, okay? Hurricane Isaias, you got Mr. Sunshine over here. Okay, so we're going to be protected in our bunker. All right, so we're going to be well protected. We are already well stocked. Mama Mary, all taken care of. She went shopping today. She picked up all the necessities of what you need. You know, you got to think about it. All right, you might need to make sure your pills, if you have any medications you need, make sure you have those. You know, make sure you have a full tank of gas. That'll run you a week or so. You know, you never know. But in the meantime, the calm before the storm. Well, let me tell you. You know, Carol, as I'm sitting down here, Oceanside, you got the moonlight. You got people standing down here playing on the beach. The calm before the storm. Well, let me tell you something. Mr. Sunshine's going to be bringing it to you live throughout the entire extravaganza. Okay, it's going to be a hurricane. Yeah, it's not going to be a Category 5, but we're going to be bringing it to you, so you're going to get the opportunity to see it firsthand. Not a Photoshop like you're going to see from the Weather Channel or all the news channels, how they bring it to you and they have people tell. Let me tell you, that's right. We're going to be, Denise Rocha, let me tell you something. Mr. Sunshine is not going to be in any way, shape, or form in any kind of danger, okay? We're going to have Jim Cantori. Jim Cantori's going to be standing there like this. He's going to be standing there like, oh my God, we're holding on. We got the wind is blowing. We got high winds, man. And then you're going to see people standing there walking back like that. You see that? You remember that? He's making it look like it was such a terrible windstorm. And you got people walking behind him. All right, they're actually sitting in a canoe, thinking the water's so high, and people just walking down the road. Well, we're going to be ready for the hurricane. We're going to be standing out here, shirts, jackets, and ties, a little Versace going on. And look at this, look at this. We got that German Shepherd sitting outside that big Lexus right there. He got the head sticking out of the convertible top as he's easing on down South Ocean Boulevard. Well, you're getting the opportunity. You're getting a beautiful evening. Mandy Boots, let me tell you something, Mandy Boots. We're going to show you how it's going to go down, all right? We're going to be filming for you all weekend long. It's the calm before the storm. It's going to be Hurricane Isaias versus Mr. Sunshine, okay? And I'm going to bring it to you. We're going to go all 9 rounds. We're going to be bringing it to you. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to show you exactly, all right? I may be sitting out here sipping a little champagne as the hurricane's coming ashore. Well, if that's the way it's going to be, that's the way it's going to be, all right? But you know what? If for some unknown reason, if for some God's unknown reason that Hurricane Isaias takes over Mr. Sunshine and gets the best of him, well, let me tell you something. If I'm going to have to lay down and go out, at least I'm going to look good going out, okay? I may be bloated, I may be all that, but at least when I get down to the morgue, they're going to say, Jesus Christ, that Mr. Sunshine, he still looks good right to the end, all right? But we don't have to worry about that because we're going to keep a positive attitude. We've got the hurricane shutters up right. Oh, look at this. Look at it. On down the road in that McLaren right there. We got a McLaren supercar. He's on down the road right now. We've got the hurricane shutters up. Look at this. Beautiful. Now that's about $2.5 million right there. All right, you're looking at 2.5, maybe 3 million right there. What you're looking at in their ocean front directly on the building. And as you can see it right here, the rest of the building, other than that, they're upstairs, they're watching television there. We got people up there that are staying. They're going to ride the storm out. But for the rest of them, they've already, look at this, we even got the next building over there. We got them over there. You can see the lights on. The rest of them are all shuttered up. So we still have about 24 hours before things start to deteriorate, okay? I don't see the Weather Channel here. You're probably not going to see them here till probably tomorrow evening into Sunday morning. Now, whether they're going to shut the beach down, more than likely, depending on what the weather's going to be, that's probably what's going to be coming to it right there. So, but no matter where it is, we're going to be on location. We're going to be filming, bringing it to you live throughout the entire event. All right, we're not going to talk a catastrophe. We're not going to be sitting here talking about it. We're going to be calling it an event, because in sunny South Florida, they have hurricane parties. People are sitting here riding it out. Look at this, they're down here and all right, as a matter of fact, I don't know if they have a little music or they got the dance in their heart right now. That's right. You know what, Carol Knowles, let me tell you something, honey. Carol Knowles, you are in a bunker, all right? You're down there surrounded by concrete. You're down there in the corner. It's a bunker. If there, you know what? If you're talking about nuclear fallout, you want to be in that bunker because you're going to be as safe as in your mother's arms. That's right. Well, let me tell you something. When you're sitting here, Oceanside, when we're easing on in, matter of fact, we got a couple of guys here. They're enjoying the day today. They're easing on into the evening hours. Let's talk about what's happening here. Dan Mancini, let me tell you something, Danny. Mr. Sunshine is going to be bringing it to you all weekend long, all right? We've got a little wind tonight, but it's not from the hurricane, okay? We're still 24 hours away from the hurricane coming here ashore. Now, we spoke about this a few years ago. Let's talk about, all right, the real estate. Let's talk about the damage that hurt insurance companies, all right? Let's talk about insurance companies right now, all right? If there was a direct hit, and I spoke about this a few years ago, I had a few people, they were all up in arms because I was talking about the financial devastation, and that was only because, as Mr. Sunshine is your realtor, all right, and we could talk about covering up, putting on the hurricane shutters, but as a realtor, we're going to talk about the real estate property values. All right. And you know what? When you're talking about $100 million home, $150 million home, $300 million property, $600 million Trump mansion, $50 million, $48 million down here, Estee Lauder's 50 mansion. We're talking about John Lennon, Yoko Ono, 48 million sitting there. You're talking about an astronomical insurance premium. Okay. You're talking about a complete catastrophe. If, God forbid, the whole town went, you're talking about billions and billions of, hey, Billionaires Row. You've got over $2 billion just in that short strip of property. We're talking about down there with Rod Stewart. We're talking about Jeff Green. You're talking right there. You got $1 billion just in that short strip of property. So imagine the financial, as far as the insurance companies, all right, you demolish a house, $100 million, cover it up. You got another one out here, $150 million. It goes on and on and on and on. So we're talking about a lot of money, especially if it comes here ashore here in the town of Palm Beach. It would be absolutely devastating for the insurance companies, to say the very least. So, you know, there's a lot to talk about as far as real estate, talking about security, talking about, now the hurricane comes, we may blow out this whole beach. The whole beach just may disappear after they got done re-nourishing. As a matter of fact, we're going to show you that. This whole beach, they spent millions of dollars pumping the sandbag up. You get a good hurricane, it'll wash it all right back out to the sea. So you're going to have the water sitting right up here, okay? So you're talking about storm surge, all right? You're going to get a storm surge 8 feet, 12 feet, 15 feet. You're talking it's going to come right over. It's going to come right over this wall right into here, okay? So, you know, we're not going to get any flooding here in these properties, but you get a storm surge of 8 to 10 to 15 feet. That's going to come right over this wall, but we're not worried about that right now. They're not talking a category 2, 3, or 4, or 5 hurricane. All right, we're just talking about a tropical storm, maybe up to Hurricane 1. So we're going to be having that opportunity to see it. Wherever you are around the country or around the world, this is sunny South Florida. We bring you the best. I bring you 85 degrees Christmas time, New Year's Eve, while everybody's freezing like Frosty the Snowman. You're down here, sitting here, styling and profiling, sitting at the Christmas tree on Worth Avenue. Well, let me tell you, we got no problems, okay? It's not like our first rodeo. We've had hurricanes coming here for over 100 years, since 1900. So or maybe 120 years. So there you go. That's what's going on. I'm going to go, because I'm going to battle this weekend. We're going to be going to battle Mr. Sunshine, all right, Eddy versus Hurricane Isaias. So we're going to go get a little snackaroo right now. I've got to feed myself. I got to prepare myself for this weekend's event. It's going to be a long, hard evening. It's going to be a long, hard week. Ain't nothing that Mr. Sunshine can't handle, but we're going to be filming. Danny Mancini. You know, Danny, I don't know where you get all of those, but I'm going to tell you what, there you go. You got Oceanside. That's the calm before the storm. So we're going to be watching. You know what, Denise? Let me tell you something. You may see Mr. Sunshine strapping himself to this pole right here, okay? Hurricane coming. As a matter of fact, down at my one place back in 2000, and I think it was 2004 or 5, we had a big one. It actually blew the windows out of my one condo. It actually came through the front door, blew out the glass in the back door, and it circled around. We actually had the hurricane inside the oceanfront condo going round and round. All right, down at my other one at 2730, we actually stood outside in the underground parking garage as the hurricane at about 130-mile-an-hour winds were blowing right there. I had a BlackBerry at the time. It wasn't Facebook with Live. I could imagine if I had that now. But yeah, that's what it is right now. The evening tonight, we got a moon out there, beautiful moon tonight. You got a lot of people out here tonight, all right? A lot of people still sitting at the beach, even at this hour. I can't, what is it, about 8:25? And you still have a lot of people down here on the beach enjoying it, taking it all in, because come 24 hours to 48 hours from now, we're going to have look at this, little kids running down to the beach to jump in the water as well. So there it is, Mr. Sunshine bringing it to you live. There's Mr. Sunshine's big Jag. We're sitting here enjoying it here, Oceanside on South Ocean Boulevard. A lot of couples are walking around enjoying it as well. So there it is, Maggie Canberra. Hope you're having a great night. I'm going to go have a fantastic dinner. I don't know what I'm going to eat yet, but I'll figure it out. I'm thinking a big steak. I think before I prepare myself to go head one-on-one with Hurricane Isaias, all right, he may be hitting like Mike Tyson. He may be moving like Floyd Mayweather. Well, you know what? Let me tell you something. Mr. Sunshine, I don't care what Isaias comes ashore. I'm going to make sure that I'm styling and profiling and looking as only I can look throughout the next 48 hours. So we're going to be bringing it to you live, like we do each and every hurricane that comes to sunny South Florida right here, right now. I'll come back live for a little snackaroo. We'll figure out what we're going to eat to prepare ourselves for this weekend's events. Hope you're all having a great night. Friday night, sunny South Florida, Mr. Sunshine here in Palm Beach, Florida. Thank you for watching.